Jackson businessman John Allen.
The success of the John H. Allen Company hinges on repeat business with satisfied customers. And naturally, as a company grows over the years, people sometimes get the image that we no longer do the smaller jobs, and that couldn't be more wrong. We do like to do the larger jobs, but we try to remember where we came from and take care of the customers who have taken care of us.
John H. Allen Company, Jackson's only certified remodeler.
Back at T.R. White Sportsplex, Rothrock Stadium, you see a field, literally a field-level shot by the TRTV cameras down there. You see Coach Rick Collins coming off for the field after the conversation with the team. And back to action we go. 2nd down and 6. Lexington with a football from the JCM 40-yard line. Pugh wants to throw, but decides not to, as he is hammered hard in there by the JCM defensive unit.
There's Marcus Love, number 57, in there to make the stop.
Also in there, number 30 for JCM, Montague Hayes on the defensive side.
So I would like to have been in the huddle with Coach Collins' conversation then.
Would have been interesting, if nothing else.
You know, Jimmy.
Don't forget now, coming up at the end of the ball game, the top stopper award for the defensive player of the game. That'll be presented after the ball game is over. Gonna pitch it out, sweep right. Man on the corner can't get through.
Good move.
And a good move, and finally hammered down after about a 3 or 4 yard gain. Chad Reeves, the ball carrier.
Good play. Pickup of what, about 5 on that one maybe, Jimmy?
Let's see where they're going to move the sticks. I'd say, yeah, somewhere around 3 or 4 maybe.
That was the same play that they ran 3 or 4 plays earlier where they picked up about 15 yards.
Clock is running with 26 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter of play. Cougars on top of it, 14-3. Lexington will kick this one away. Back deep to receive the punt. Going to throw off of it, and nothing doing there, and they're asking for a little interference down there, but I don't believe it. Well, I don't know. There's laundry on the field on the far side.
I tell you what, those are thrown inside. I tell you what happened on that thing. That was a punt, and he was supposed to kick it. He wasn't supposed to pass it. Your defensive linemen, they'll hold for several counts.
Right.
When the ball kicks, they take off down the field. So we're going to have some ineligible men down the field on this one, I'm sure. So going to back them up here a little bit.
Hey, what, that was a strange play. I think he could have gone ahead and punted the football. I think he had plenty of time, and then I heard one of you say something about interference, and I think it was. Of course, there were some other penalties that preceded that, but I think there was interference.
There it is again. You see him, he dropped the snap there and then finally rolled out and tried to throw it right in the middle of the screen there. You saw the JCM defender and the intended receiver, after all that happened, kind of got together, but no call was made, and probably rightly so.
I'm sure that JCM declined that penalty.
4 seconds left on the field clock.
Ineligible.
3rd quarter ticking down. There you see Coach Collins on the JCM sidelines. 1st and 10 for the Cougars from the 45-yard line. Bryant again under center. Going to give it to Big Alvin, left side. Big hole into the secondary is Alvin House. Still on his feet, still churning, and finally ridden down as he got across the 40 down to around the 36, 37-yard line. And the whistle blows to end the 3rd quarter play with the Cougars up 14-3. We'll take a break and come right back. Stay there.
Most of us may think that the new cars from the 1990s have undergone only minor design changes. The most important new change may be under your hood. Many car manufacturers have switched to plastic tanks and aluminum core radiators.
One big reason for aluminum radiator failure is coolant breakdown. Highland Radiator reminds you to have your car's cooling system flushed and filled with fresh coolant.
Don't put it off. Now is the time to winterize your cooling system. Come to Highland Radiator, and we'll help you keep your cool.
Back to action at Rothrock Field as the fourth quarter gets underway. David Bryant on the quarterback keeper took it around the left side for about 7 yards.
Tell you what, this is a good play. He fooled me and most of Lexington on the little belly play into the middle, and then kept it and went around the corner. So that was an excellent fake by Bryant then.
Officials are taking a timeout. They're going to finally moving the marker forward on the far side over there. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Moved it all the way down. Looks like it's going to be pretty close to first down. The original mark on the ball looked like maybe 8 yards or so, and now they've reset it. Let's take a look at it and see what we've got. David Bryant on the keeper, apparently, or maybe, will have enough yardage for the first down.
Looks like he's going to be
stretch it good. Nope, got it by about the length of the football, and that'll be first down for the Cougars. And they continue to monopolize the football. Yes, sir.
Jimmy, last week I was talking about the turf out at Southside and the way they had that field prepared. It was very nice. Of course, this field is too. But right before the game or right after the game started, I was looking at this field. This field is not artificially lined. What it is they have sited this field in such a way that that's dead space between the two. And retired actor Gene Turner was down the sidelines and told me that it's truly a field of seams.
I'm going to have to work on that one.
What?
First and 10 from the 27-yard line.
But they all have shoes on.
Bryant throws, got his man on the right side, breaks one tackle to the 15, to the 10, 5, and hauled down short of the goal line. And JCM knocks on the door once again. The receiver and run by Anthony Hicks, the big man, the tight end.
Chris, you bet Udecker with a touchdown-saving tackle on that one.
Take a look at it, Mike.
Just a little flare out. That breaks one tackle there, and if Udecker 44 hadn't got him, we've been looking at another 6.
Knocked out of bounds at what? About the they're going to mark it at about the 4-yard line, 4.5 yards shy of the goal line. Make it first and goal from the 4. Bryant sets them up again. Gives it off to House. Nothing doing on the right side as the Lexington line pretty well collapsed on top of that one. Field of seams, huh?
That's what it's just the way it's put together. It's unusual, really.
It's a good look.
It is a good look. It makes for yellow lines, but it's nice. You know what to stay inside.
Nothing doing on that one. Second down and goal from the 4. JCM on the strength of Alvin House. Bryant to House, that is, on the pass reception from the 4. Try the right side. Touchdown easily this time. Alvin House, the tailback, in for 6. And JCM tacks on 6 more and makes it 20-3. JCM now to put the PAT up on the board. Curlin, the kicker, number 24, checks into the ball game. He is 2 for 2 so far tonight. Can he make it 3? Wayne Woodard, number 5, to hold. Snap is up. It is good. So the score now, JCM 21, Lexington 3. We'll take a break and return to the TR White Sportsplex. Stay there.
Parts Master, quality replacement parts. The most competitive blend of quality and value in the industry. With Parts Master, you get first quality replacement parts built to outlast and outperform at an economical price. Consumers today demand the best quality for the dollar they can get. Parts Master meets that demand. Parts Master, quality replacement parts from the automotive parts leader in West Tennessee for over 50 years, Motor Parts and Bearing.
We are back. There you get a shot of the crowd on the JCM sidelines, or the lack thereof. 21-3. JCM on top of this one with about 11 minutes playing time left in this ball game.
I think that touchdown put it out of reach for Lexington.
I think you're probably right, Mike. Let's see what happens as they boot it down deep. Going to hit and squib into the end zone, and Lexington will put it in play from their own 20-yard line with about 11 minutes left to make up a 18-point deficit. Give you an idea of what's going on next week around the territory. JCM will be at Henry County up in Paris country. Humboldt will be at Northside. Southside will be at USJ, and that will be our TRTV game of the week next week as we get a chance to see the Bruins of USJ for the first time, and the first time that USJ and Southside have ever played football against each other. So that should be a good one. It's also homecoming for USJ that weekend, so that'll be a good one next week here on TRTV. JSC plays at St. Benedict also next week. Back we go as Lexington keeps the ball on the ground, straight forward this time. Not much on that particular play as the clock continues to run now and running in JCM's favor.
Yeah, I think Lexington is going to have to show us something they haven't shown us before.
21-3 the score at this juncture. JCM comfortably ahead in this situation. Give him 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 now as Pugh drops to throw. Got time. Looking for a man down the left side. Got him. In and out of his hands. Picked off by JCM. Down the sidelines. 10 and ridden out of bounds around the 10-yard line, and a flag is down on the far side of the field. Interception made by number 42, Charon Murphy, defensive back.
The ball was just tipped up for grabs on that play. We got some flags down. I think we probably had a little.
Take a look at it.
The ball is tipped up for grabs. It looks like it's going to be a completion and should have been. Let's see if we can pick up the penalty here. Yeah, right there. It looks like there's a clip right there by JCM. So back him up 15 from the spot of the foul. Still in good shape. We've got a Lexington player down on the sidelines, but I think it's off the field of play. And
he's the one that was clipped. I haven't noticed. After he went down, yeah, he didn't get up. Started grabbing his knee.
See if we can pick up a number. I don't think that's going to be possible at this point. You're right, Bill. They're working on the left leg, left knee area. The Lexington trainers are there. This one may take a few minutes to get under control. Although he is off the playing field, I think they're going to continue on. 1st and 10 now, going the other way. Cougars on the strength of the interception. 34-yard line is where the ball is placed as David Bryant brings the team back to the line of scrimmage. Span split wide to the top of your screen, right side. Going to give it off to the tailback again, coming around the left side. Cuts back up inside, got room to run, and finally tripped up from behind and dropped short of the 10-yard line. And that is number 2. And we do not have a number 2 on our program. Charles, I'm going to press you into service on the sideline. If you can, find out who is wearing the phantom number 2. He is not listed in our program.
He's been the receiver on every kickoff. I don't know what his name is, but
watch, this is the move right here. He comes around now, the cut right there that makes the play. Cuts back across the seam. Good play. You know, we had him credited with a couple tackles on the special teams and kickoff too.
Exactly. We'll try to put a name with that number.
Melvin Henning.
That is Melvin Henning. We have him as number 3 in the program, but Melvin wearing number 2 tonight and doing the job in at the tailback slot now for JCM. 1st and 10 from the 12. Bryant, Henning again. Nope.
Oh, good move.
Good move and into the end zone. And as you said earlier, they faked everybody off, including me.
Yeah, Brian.
And touchdown around the right side is Kerry Cobb out of the flanker position, and JCM has tacked on another 6.
Brian has done a good job of faking that ball into the line. It was a good keeper. Watch him belly the ball into the ball, fake it. It was a good move to cut back here by the receiver to get into the end zone.
Kerry Cobb, 44, credited with the touchdown. He's a 6'3", 205-pound senior. And Mr. Curlin will check back in, I believe. Oh, we got a timeout. It's going to be charged to Lexington. So with timeout on the field, the score 27-3. JCM ahead. We'll take a break and be right back.
Most of us may think that the new cars from the 1990s have undergone only minor design changes. The most important new change may be under your hood. Many car manufacturers have switched to plastic tanks and aluminum core radiators.
One big reason for aluminum radiator failure is coolant breakdown. Highland Radiator reminds you to have your car's cooling system flushed and filled with fresh coolant.
Don't put it off. Now is the time to winterize your cooling system. Come to Highland Radiator. We'll help you keep your cool.
John Curlin in to try the PAT. He is perfect for the night. He boots this one up, and he's still perfect with the score now 28-3. JCM on top of this one with 9:22 left to go in the ball game.
You know, John Curlin looks like he has a nice leg. I wonder what his distance is.
I don't know, but he's hit all four of the PATs tonight have not wavered. They have been right through the middle of the uprights. Let's take a quick one before the kickoff. We'll be right back, 28-3.
Jackson businessman John Allen.
The success of the John H. Allen Company hinges on repeat business with satisfied customers. And naturally, as a company grows over the years, people sometimes get the image that we no longer do the smaller jobs, and that couldn't be more wrong. We do like to do the larger jobs, but we try to remember where we came from and take care of the customers who have taken care of us.
John H. Allen Company, Jackson's only certified remodeler.
Back at Rothrock Stadium. There you see it. JCM 28, Lexington 3. The Cougars booted away down the left side and dropped at about the 20-yard line. Now picked up and over the right side. Got some room to run. Cuts back up the middle. Still on his feet out around the 40. And a good job of scrambling after the mishandled kickoff. And Lexington out with fairly decent field position to work from.
Of course, a play like that a lot of times can get you hurt if you're the receiver, but it also messes up the timing for the pursuit down the field. And this is what happens on this. Everyone will wait. Here they come. Everyone's going to overrun the play.
Right. And
he breaks through, and, you know, he's got some running room and fewer people to get chasing. We're probably fortunate. We've got a penalty, look like, while we were away.
Yep, after all that, it's going to back him up just about where he dropped the football to begin with. It looked like a hold on the Lexington squad. That'll back him up. Going to mark it at the 30-yard line as opposed to the 40 where the play ended, and Lexington's Tigers will put it in play with a 1st and 10 situation from their own 30-yard line. Thomas Pugh, number 17, the senior, still in at the quarterback slot. Going to pitch it back, trying to sweep the left side, and not much doing over there. The ball came loose and was picked up. The ball carrier over there, 22, for the Lexington Tigers is Woody Marshall.
I think they're going to call that ball down by the ground and give him to what he made.
Once again, a good shot of some of the Cougar players along the sidelines, getting a little Gatorade refreshment down there.
Yeah.
100 million.
75% of the American market. I made a terrible mistake last week and got corrected last weekend.
Okay.
I said it was owned by Stokely Van Camp, which at one time it was.
I think it was.
But Gatorade is now a product of our very own Quaker Oats Company here in Jackson, Tennessee.
Very good, very good. Pitch back off the shoulder pads and bobbled and finally ridden out of bounds. The intended ball carrier appeared to be Telly Flakes over there, number 36. Couldn't quite find a handle on that.
Ron Murphy up to make the tackle on that. He was fortunate. That ball bounced back to him like a basketball. We could have had another turnover for Lexington.
Hasten to add that Quaker bought it from Stokely Van Camp, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Absolutely.
You guys have done a tremendous job tonight. The animal, they're praying mantises flying. There was one that just went by there. I mean, we've got some animals over you won't believe.
When you get up this high, you find things you don't find at ground level.
You got it.
3rd down and 10, 7.5 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Lexington down 21-3.
Oh, what was that?
I think that was a mistake.
That was a broken play.
Yeah, most definitely. Pugh tried to give it away to a couple of people. Nobody seemed to want it. And Mr. Pugh wound up eating the football back there. I said 21-3, 28-3, my mistake. Again, some of the crowd on hand here at JCM. Bill Wade not only working tonight with the TRTV uniform on, but has a vested interest in the JCM cheerleading squad.
Absolutely. My daughter Kirsten, a cheerperson. Senior at JCM.
And I, too, have a vested interest. My brother's daughter, Stephanie, is a cheerperson.
Met her, and she's a very nice person.
Lexington to boot it away, drives it down the right side. It's going to hit and bounce straight up in the air, and Lexington will let it roll and will kill it now. We've got a flag. Nope, I beg your pardon. Thought I saw a flag on the field, but I did not. The ball is marked at the 37-yard line, where JCM will take over once again as they lead this one by 25 points, 28-3.
That was a nice kick. That was 35 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Not a bad boot at all. And let's see what JCM has in mind now as they begin to shuffle the players in on the field. Clock is, excuse me, Mike, clock is 6:35. Go ahead.
Seeing a few New Jerseys out there. Figure it's about time to empty the bench.
Elliott Powell, number 12, checked in and then back out again, and the Cougars have called for a timeout. With a score 28-3, 6:22 left in this ball game. Let's take a quick break. We'll return.
At Baker's Drug Store and Northgate Discount Pharmacy, your health and well-being is our most important concern. When your doctor gives you a prescription, it's our goal to fill that prescription economically and accurately. Pharmacist Mark Harville at Northgate, Dave Tanner at Baker's Downtown, and owner Ashley Tanner keep computerized records, bill insurance claims, and furnished tax records. For citywide delivery, call Baker's Downtown. For area-wide delivery, call Northgate Pharmacy next to Northside.
The health of your family is our main concern.
We are back, and there you see a shot of the far sideline and some of the crowd over from Lexington tonight. Yes, sir.
During halftime, I sat down with former Jackson Mayor Bob Conger, who's in the stadium tonight.
That's Bud Conger?
Yeah, former Bud Conger. No, but he's at a quarterback club, and they did their thing this morning. But he said that he has been coming to JCM home openers for something like 48 years.
Giving away his age now.
Yeah, well, he's not that old.
That's true. He's just been coming since he was very young.
Right, that's right.
Got a quarterback change in there for JCM now. Wayne Woodard is in, number 5.
Almost mishandled the snap as give it off in the backfield. Not much doing there. The ball carrier on the handoff is Jermaine Grimes, number 23 for JCM. And it'll take a while to get the cadence back together once you switch quarterbacks like that. Woodard wears number 5. He is a 155-pounder. I think he's been in and playing a little defensive action tonight for the JCM Cougars. My assumption was correct. He has been at the free safety spot. He's a junior, 5'10", 155-pounder. Give it off in the backfield. Spinning is Henning again. Hit at the line of scrimmage and bounces off, and I think he's going to lose maybe a yard or two on that one. Melvin Henning, number 2.
Yeah, I think, Rick's playing some of his younger players now, trying to get them some experience, and they're not controlling that line of scrimmage like they were before.
It's remarkable when you get close, get down on the sidelines, how large these kids actually are. You're looking at 225-pound running backs, 260-pound linemen. This is high school football.
Well, like we said earlier, Bill, the average on the JCM defensive line is 210 pounds.
Incredible.
Woodard pitches it back. Henning to the near side. Cuts back up inside a good block and is finally tripped up as he crossed the 40-yard line. Falls forward to about the 42. Melvin Henning carrying the mail now for JCM.
Hey, guys, I like Melvin Henning. He's short, low to the ground. They can't find him when he gets through the line. Good runner.
Strong.
Let's see if we get a replay.
Take a look at it again.
Good play. He runs with that head up, too, Charles.
Good block on the corner. Picked him up an extra 5 or 6 yards. 4:30 left in this one now. JCM on top 28-3. Timeout has been called again. They're going to charge this one, I believe, to JCM. While there's a timeout, we'll take one also and be right back to Rothrock.
When your needs are metal, you need Jackson Metal Services. By purchasing from leading metal producers, Jackson Metal Services offers competitive prices on prime quality metals such as steel, aluminum, and stainless steel, and can offer 24-hour delivery to your location. Complete metal processing from Jackson Metal Services includes shearing, drilling, multiple head plate burning, to wheel abrading, and automatic saw indexing. We'll help you with those hard-to-find items. Jackson Metal Services, serving Jackson and surrounding areas with metal when you want it.
U-Wave Electronics, the pros to know in audio and video. Carriage House Drive, Jackson.
We are back with 4:20 left in the ball game. JCM to punt. The snap is mishandled, but flags fly and the action is stopped, and we'll see what we've got going here.
We're going to have some encroachment or lining up off sides on JCM, so we're probably going to back them up 5 yards and go again.
Punt snap was a little bit low and mishandled back there, but fortunately the whistle blew and no harm done other than the 5-yard penalty to back them up.
Yeah, that's a dead ball. It doesn't matter what you do with that ball.
Illegal procedure was the call on JCM.
But you've got a new kicking team out there. I'm sure Rick wanted to line those fellas up.
Again, low snap. Handled pretty well this time. He got it away.
Nice high hanging
Good
kick.
high hanger. Hits and bounces backwards and is down at the, 45-yard line?
Yep.
They're beginning to kick over the yardage markers on the sides of the field. It makes it a little difficult to locate. At the 45-yard line it shall be with 4:10 left in the ball game, and Lexington would like to get a little pride touchdown on the board if they possibly could.
Yeah, anything. You want to leave the game with a good feeling. You don't want to go whipped all the way. And, of course, with JCM playing some younger fellas, Lexington's, they've got 8 more games left. They wanted some things to gel, and this is a good opportunity for them to work on some offense here, get a few successes under their belt, and go on, because they're a good team, and I'm sure they're going to have much success in the season.
Officials blow the clock in, and we're ready to go with 4:09 left in the ball game. Thomas Pugh, the quarterback, on the reverse, left side, read well by JCM and knocked down with loss of a couple of yards or so. First one to hit him in there was 52, Juan Brooks for the JCM Cougars. Ball carrier Woody Marshall, number 22 for Lexington.
Yeah, that play developed just a little slow. Good pursuit by JCM to catch him before he even got back to the line.
Woodard, excuse me, I'm sorry, didn't mean to step on you.
Gonna give him a loss of 2.
Loss of 2, make it 2nd and 12. Woodard and Teron Murphy check out of the ball game for JCM. Pugh again, the quarterback, steps up to throw, shoots it across the middle, and knocked down by the JCM defensive unit. Up to get a hand on the football was Herbert Luster in the ball game now.
Another new clean shirt, number 88 in the game for JCM.
That would be Ben Blackwell in the ball game now. Make it 3rd down and 12 for Lexington. And again, the offensive unit just unable to get any momentum going. Give credit also in there to the JCM defensive unit, as they've held them pretty much in check the way they wanted to. 3rd and 12 now, as Pugh brings them back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to send a man in the slot right this time. Gets it back to the tailback, cuts up inside a good block on the corner and slips and is knocked down as he gets it out to around the 40. Can't see the marker, about the 45-yard line.
That was a good effort, because that play was not badly defended by JCM. He found one of those seams and cut up, turned into a good yardage.
Mark it at the 50-yard line, not the 45, my mistake. Clock running at 2:56 left in this one. 4th down and 5, and they will boot it away once again. Back to punt for Lexington is Shane Britt. Takes his time, gets it away. Good high spiraling hanger. Back at the 13-yard line is Woodard, and hit at the 15, and that's about all Wayne is going to get out of that one. Mark it at the 16-yard line as Mr. Singleton checks his numbers for us.
Good 35-yard kick there. Nice hanging.
And a good hang time, absolutely.
Woodard, I'm sure, wishes he had fair caught that one by now.
Tell you what, I'm a little surprised at that choice of a cause there. 4th down and 5 from the 50-yard line with less than 3 minutes to go. Of course, your team's down 25 points. I would have thought Lexington might have gone for that one.
Well, I agree. I was kind of surprised, but then I got to thinking, well, gee, it's better to be down 25 than
32.
Than 32.
2:19. Clock is running now. The Cougars back in control of the football. And again, a new quarterback in the game in the gold and green is Derek Williams, number 10. Williams gives it off. Big hole up the middle, out to the 25-yard line, and a little bit more is the ball carrier for JCM, Ray Carney. Carney wearing number 43. First time we've seen him tonight, Mike.
A new one.
Checking in now, another clean shirt. Mark White checks into the ball game for JCM. Give him 9. 2nd down and 1. Wide receiver split is Brad Thompson to the near side. Derek Williams in at quarterback now. Again, give it off to the tailback. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and knocked back, and depending upon where they mark his momentum,